Watched a football match and wondered why one team seems to have all the space, all the chances, and all the control. It might look like magic, but it's usually down to one thing: the formation. Those numbers like 4-4-2, 4-3-3, and 3-5-2 aren't random. They're the blueprint that decides how a team attacks, defends, and even wins trophies. By the end of this video, you'll understand every major football formation in the simplest way possible, and you'll never watch a match the same way again. Let's start with the basics. A football formation is the starting shape of a team. The numbers tell you how many defenders, midfielders, and forwards there are. The goalkeeper isn't included because every team has one. So when you hear 4-4-2, it means 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 strikers. The first major formation is the 4-4-2. This was football's classic setup for decades. It's balanced, simple, and easy to understand. 4 defenders protect the goal. 4 midfielders work in the middle of the pitch. 2 strikers stay up front looking for chances to score. Imagine 2 strong walls protecting the team while 2 attackers wait to punish mistakes. It's reliable, but modern football became faster and coaches wanted more control of the ball. That's where the 4-3-3 comes in. This formation uses 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards. It spreads players across the field, creating more passing options and stretching the players across the field, creating more passing options and stretching the opposition. Suddenly, defending becomes much harder because attacks can come from the left, the right, or straight through the middle. Many of the world's best attacking teams have used this system because it allows quick passing, exciting wing play, and constant pressure. But what if you want to dominate the midfield instead? That's the idea behind the 4-2-3-1. This formation has 4 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, and 1 striker. Those 2 deeper midfielders act like bodyguards. They protect the defense while giving creative players the freedom to attack. It's one of the most popular formations today because it offers both security and creativity. Teams can defend in numbers and still launch dangerous attacks in seconds. Now let's look at something completely different. The 3-5-2 uses 3 central defenders instead of 4. At first, that sounds risky. Fewer defenders should mean weaker defending, right? Not necessarily. The secret is the wingbacks. These players run almost the entire length of the pitch. When the team attacks, they become wingers. When the team defends, they drop back to form a 5-player defense. It's one of the most physically demanding roles in football because those players are constantly running. Another exciting system is the 5-3-2. At first glance, it looks very defensive because there are 5 defenders, but those wide defenders often push forward, turning the shape into an attacking formation almost instantly. That's why formations are more flexible than they appear on paper. Here's a surprising fact. The formation you see before kickoff usually changes several times during a match. A team might defend in one shape, attack in another, and press the opposition in a completely different one, all within a few minutes. Football is far more dynamic than most beginners realize. You've probably also heard of the 4-1-4-1. This setup places one defensive midfielder directly in front of the defenders. Think of this player as a shield. Their job is to stop attacks before they even reach the defense. It's a favorite choice for teams that want to stay organized without giving up possession. Then there's the 4-5-1. With 5 midfielders, teams can crowd the center of the pitch and make it incredibly difficult for opponents to play through them. Although it has only 1 striker, that player often receives support from midfield when the team attacks. So which formation is the best? The truth is, there isn't one. A formation is like a tool. A hammer isn't better than a screwdriver. They're designed for different jobs. Some coaches want to dominate possession. Others rely on counterattacks. Some prefer solid defending, while others want to overwhelm opponents with constant pressure. The best formation depends on the players, the coach's ideas, and the opponent standing on the other side. That's why you'll often see the same team use different formations throughout a season. Great coaches adapt instead of relying on just one system. Now, when commentators mention formations like 4-3-3 or 3-5-2, you'll know exactly what they mean. More importantly, you'll start noticing how those numbers influence every pass, every attack, and every goal. Football isn't just about skill, it's also about strategy. And once you understand formations, the game becomes much more exciting to watch because you'll see